with G. Scott.
He needs no introduction. That's right, 13 years and a Super Bowl champion, father and husband, living out there in LA. Brandon Mebane joins us. Bang! What's good?
What's going on? Hey, man, you got to put on there, too, man. I also be sunbathing, too.
You be sunbathing?
Be sunbathing, man. Vitamin D, just laying in the sun.
Now, now, Bang, when you sunbathe, are you naked with a Speedo?
Nah, I got my clothes on. It's just all just head and neck. That's it. I got to keep my clothes on.
Man, look, you know it. The Seahawks just snapped a 6-game losing streak against the Niners. They beat those Niners down in Santa Clara. It was a beautiful win. You have watched the film. What went right for the Seahawks?
I think what went right, no, not what I think. What I know went right was the offensive line.
Ooh.
The offensive line and the scheme. The scheme and the offensive line, it changed the whole dynamic of the offense.
Really? Because
yes.
There's a lot of people on social media, in sports radio that cover the Seahawks. They don't never want to give the offensive line their due. Are you sure this offensive line was that good?
Yeah, the problem is the Seahawks is trying to play a finesse game, right? Football is not a finesse game. Football is a grind, hit you in the jaw. I need some new mouthpieces from the trainer, like, knee braces. I need some tape. It's a grind. It's a dog fight, It's a fight, And hey, that's just what it is.
So
it all starts up front.
So, matter of fact, I know since you're talking about this, you actually sent video to back up what you are saying about the offensive line. Let's go to the tape.
All right, check this out. So this right here, we got a dot back, we got a pair wing, 12 personnel, right? So you count personnel, you start with the back first, and then you count the tight ends, the 2 tight ends. Now this is a pass play, right? And we all know San Fran has a great front 7. They got a great defensive line, great linebacking core. We all know that, right?
Right.
Now, in this clip right here, you would actually see, I think they ran a play action on this play. But my thing is this, right? No, they didn't complete the pass. I don't think they should throw this play out. Yeah, I think if DK probably, I don't even know receiver terms, but he almost caught it. But I feel like if they had caught this ball, it'd have been a great play. Just look at let's go back and look at this. Let's look at how chill Gino is in his pocket. There's no pressure. He can make the throw, he can follow through, and all these dudes up front, they pretty much are getting doubled, maybe except for one dude, the defensive end, right?
So this
the left tackle.
So Bang, this is what you've been saying all season long. You have been saying
got to run more of these plays.
That the offensive line needs help. They need to hold back and protect with 6, protect with 7. And
yeah,
it seems like, oh, by the way, just so you know, for everybody taking stats and score at home, Gino Smith was under center 38.8% of the time and was in shotgun 68% of the time. And the reason why I'm bringing this up because, Bang, you said that this offense of the Seahawks, for some reason, they're more predictable and easier to stop when they're in gun.
Exactly. Like when they're a gun, when they're running the passing. You can tell. You can look at the body language of the offensive line. You can look at the demeanor of the running back. You also could look at the demeanor of the quarterback. It's some stuff that I'm not gonna really say because I don't really want to throw all they stuff out there. But people that know me, they know I could dissect it more, but I'm not gonna do that, right?
How come? Wait.
All I'm saying is,
how come? Can I ask you this? Tell us.
Yes, sir.
Why won't you dissect it more? Why won't you tell us some things?
The reason why I'm not going to do that is because other teams is watching this. Other teams is watching this, and they probably looking for clues. and I'm not going to give him that for free.
Okay.
You pay me, I'll give you some.
Okay.
But,
now, let me, as this play is getting ready to go again, let me ask you this. What kind of quarterback is Gino when he has this type of protection?
Man, Gino is the type of quarterback, if you give him this type of protection, he has abilities to where a lot of the Seahawks fans have never seen before in a good way, right? If he has a pocket like this, Gino has the ability to where if he don't see nobody open, he could take off and run. He can dunk it. He can, throw the ball mid-range. He can throw it short. It's no route. It's no ball that Gino can't throw.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you another question here about Gino, but before we do, let's get to play number 2, right?
Okay.
And what are we seeing here, Bang?
Okay, now let's check this out, right? All right, so let's look from the center to 70, and let's count. Let's talk about the gaps, right?
Okay.
Let's give the fans the alphabetical order of the gaps, right? So in between the center, you have A gap, B gap, and going over to the right. So you got A, B, C, D inside the between the two tight ends, right?
Okay.
Okay. All right. So if you look at this play, right, this tight end on the outside, he's going to fold behind the tight end that's next to the tackle, and he's going to go up and try to block number 59 for San Fran.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I'm telling you is this, right? It's a gap. It's a new gap that they create. Now, if the running back, to me, if he was running these type of plays all year, I think the running back would have had probably like at least 10 yards on this play, at least. But to me, I don't think he's real comfortable of running in dot back yet. Not just yet. I think he's getting a groove into it. The more and more he did it during the game, it was all the plays were positive plays, right? So look at this tight end. He's going around, right? Yep. He's going around. The tight end near the tackle is blocking the defensive end. Okay. If this running back hit this gap in between the two tight ends, just watch it. Look at this. Oh, you see? Oh, yeah. It's out of there. And I don't think number 6 will want to try to tackle number 9 for Seattle. I just don't. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't think he wanted it. But this play is not designed to run outside. This play was actually designed to run in between either this tackle tight end or the tight end. It's an inside run. For some reason, he bounced it outside, and he didn't really have success on this play. But to me, just watching him over and over again in the dot back as he was running during the game, he had some great runs this game. I don't think he had like a super explosive run, but if just watching this stuff right here, man, it's phenomenal. I think the only thing that Seattle Seahawks is missing still in their offense is a sternum bruiser. Right.
Go ahead, tell the people with that sternum. We can get off the video. We can see your face now. Go back to that the sternum buster. What's the sternum buster? Sternum bruiser.
Sternum bruiser, sternum buster is a fullback. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example, right? Marshawn Lynch had a sternum bruiser. Shaun Alexander had a sternum bruiser. Now, Shaun Alexander and Marshawn Lynch both had success at a running back position, right? It's because they had two things. Both had running backs. Both were running backs, and what they had was fullback and great offensive line play. You see what I'm saying? So if you look at just the history of the game, just the history of the NFL game,
right?
All successful running backs that have high numbers, they all have fullbacks.
So
all of them.
Let me. By the way, because a lot of people do listen to this, and I hear people saying some of the things that you just said. They just don't credit Mebane. But I want to go in.
You get kicked out of school for not crediting me now.
But I want to ask you this, Bang, because you've been saying this. You keep been saying that the fullback is coming back. Why were you so locked in on that?
the reason why I was locked in on the fullback is because I knew as a player, when I'm at the line of scrimmage, if you had a fullback in the game, I knew I was going to get blocked a certain way. If you didn't have a fullback in the game, I know I was going to get blocked another certain way, right? But to me, it was so many plays that I could have made, but just due to that fullback, I wasn't his first initial target, but he seen me first and he hit me. And I'm like, oh, man, right? And sometimes when he hit me, the play went for a little bit more yards than we wanted to. Sometimes it didn't. But all I'm saying is when you have that fullback in there, it's like as a defensive player, especially a linebacker, you're like, man, dude, I got to hit this dude with no neck and all shoulder pads, and he just a walking muscle. And so you got to get your mind right. You like, man, dude, I don't want to play that game today. And if you don't want to play that game today, it's going to show. I promise you. It's going to show every time.
Well, man, I tell you right now, there's a lot of people that's watching this. They probably can't believe that you gave a lot of credit to the offensive line, so that's good to hear. One more question with the offensive line. They had a new center, as you know, their center previous that started 9 games previous, retired in Connor Williams. Olu is now their starting center. How did you think he did for his first time out as a starter?
Well, I think he did an excellent job. And I'm going to tell you why I think he did an excellent job. It's because he didn't do it by himself, right? So he had help from both the guards at times, and then sometimes he had help from the running backs, and then sometimes he had help from the tight ends, right? He had a lot of help and a lot of protections to help block the guys in the inside, the interior D linemen, which San Fran has some great interior D linemen, right? And so we all can, like I said, we all always have to go back and ask ourselves, what is football? Football is the ultimate team game. One man cannot be great by himself, right? Now, you can be great one day and, get a gold jacket, but all those guys that got gold jackets or have gold jackets or was going to get gold jackets, right? They all had great supporting cast, and they was a great supporting cast for everybody else also too. It just somebody got to be the star.
Hey, Bang.
What's up?
There's going to be a lot of people getting gold jackets that was in back of you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But I'm sure
they deserve it.
I'm sure they deserve it. And at their Hall of Fame speech, they might say, "Hey, but let me show some love to my guy Bane." Now, here's a question, man. That this part right here, my guy Frank the Tank brought it up, and Paul, we talked about it yesterday. And I have said that Gino Smith is not appreciated here in Seattle. Here pretty soon, the Seattle Seahawks will have to make a decision if they want to extend Gino Smith.
Yep.
Let me ask you this. Tell us what to think about Gino Smith. I think he's the guy. What do you think?
Like I said earlier in this podcast, it's not a throw that Gino can't make. And once Gino gets into a position to where you start him off with a six-man protection, 7, or give him an 8, because a lot of times I don't understand why do offenses have 5 guys, 4 guys going off of routes. The quarterback really only looking at 2 dudes, right? So those other guys are really just running dummy routes, And it's like, to me, you'll get a quarterback more in the rhythm. Once you get Gino in the rhythm, Gino is hard to stop, man. Gino has one of the best arms in the history of that franchise, man.
You for real?
Yes, I think so. Gino is, because think about it, G. Like, he's leading the NFL, I don't know if now, but he's leading the NFL in passing yardage, right? Without the proper protection. Give him the proper protection and put that running back in a dot back. Oh man, oh my God. They got a gold mine up there, man.
If you're the GM,
and once they figure that out,
if you're the GM, do you pay and give Gino Smith an extension? Would you give him 3 years, $100 million?
I'm like this, Gino, what is it gonna take to keep you here?
Ooh.
Because if this is the thing, right? If Gino walks, I know at least 7 teams that be like, if y'all don't take him, we will. I guarantee you.
Ooh.
We can name. Let's see. Let's name the teams. Okay, we say the Raiders, Tennessee,
Giants,
let's say the Giants. Who else?
Cleveland,
Carolina,
Cleveland.
Cleveland. Let's see.
Ooh.
What? 2 more.
Ooh.
Let me see. Who else?
Colts.
I mean, shoot.
But,
The Colts.
I mean, even though the Colts got Frank the Tank's guy Richardson, they still would make that move.
Jacksonville, probably not.
Yeah, because
They probably going like.
yeah,
try to
he's
hold
a
on.
everybody
They
loves
just
him.
paid him.
Mm-hmm.
I would say maybe the Saints. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe, but
Look,
at least okay. At least a good 5.
So what you're
That's
saying
all you
is
need to
this.
sign is one.
You're saying this. If Seattle, y'all don't keep him, somebody gonna come get him.
Somebody gonna come get him because somebody is watching this film and seeing what I'm seeing, or they probably seeing more.
Ooh.
Guaranteed.
Oh.
So all he has to do is just be consistent and just stay healthy and just keep showing who he is as a quarterback.
Can I ask you this? How much pressure does it put on you defenders, when that quarterback like Gino can run that way? Because he ended the game. By the way, he ended the game against the Niners with a walk-off touchdown.
Yeah, man, it's kind of like this, man. It's kind of like you got a big homie, and you look up to that big homie so much.
Yeah,
and you like, man, I'm gonna do what I need to do, so I don't let you down, big homie. And so when you have that kind of like mentality, that mindset, you're gonna go all out. You're gonna play smart, but you're gonna go all out and be like, man, I don't want to let you down, big homie. I just want to. I'm just blessed enough to be in your presence, that you know who I am, and I can call you and you'll pick up your phone and be like, what's up, man? You want to go out to eat? Man, big homie want to take me out to eat. You know,
right.
One of those things, man.
Okay, Bang. So right now, the Seahawks are 5-5. The Niners are 5-5. The Rams are 5-5. You got a 3-way going in that situation. The Arizona Cardinals, which is the opponent coming up this week, are 6-4.
Right.
The Seahawks have an opportunity. Explain. Can you give us a story when you're battling for a division? Can you give us a story where back in the day where y'all was battling for the division? Some of the things that, come on, that means you got a story if you laughing.
Gee, you pulling that out on me, man. Don't do me like that.
Come on, Bang.
All right, man.
Tell a story.
So, yeah, I got a story, man, and I don't want to tell it, but I'm gonna tell it though. But it's not a bad thing, right?
Okay.
So we sitting in the back of the plane. We watching. We got our YouTube TVs. Watching film.
When is this?
This is 2012, and I think we're on the way. I think we're going. I don't know where we was going. I don't know if we was going somewhere or we was coming back to Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure, right? So we all sitting in the back of the plane, and all like the little, the rebels is we all sitting in the back of the plane. Right?
Who are the rebels? Who are the rebels?
Man, I ain't about to drop no names, man. Like,
but wait a minute. I mean, are you a rebel?
Just think. I mean, I'm a quiet one. I was quiet.
Is Red Brian a rebel?
All this talking I'm doing now, people like, man, I ain't know Mebane talk, man. They surprised.
Who can you give us 2 rebels? Was Red Brian a rebel?
Red was back there. Chris Clemens was back there. Mike Bennett was for sure back there. T-Mac was back there. Clint McDonald was back. Pretty much the whole defensive line was back there.
Okay.
And they assigned Ken Norton back there in the back, just pretty much just for us. He sat in the back of the plane to
just
pretty
for
much
y'all.
Watch us. Pretty much, yeah. And so, and this is 2012, right? And so this time we was battling with San Fran. They had their little upper hand, and then after that we took over the NFC West. So in 2012 we was battling with San Fran, man, and San Fran was playing somebody. They were struggling. I think with Arizona. It might have been or the Rams. It was one of them. And so they was going back and forth. And we on the plane like, oh, come on. We cheering for the other team. Like, come on, get them. And so finally San Fran pulled it out and they won. And so Kenny Norton sit back there. He said, he pretty much said this. He said, if y'all take care of business and y'all play the way we supposed to tell y'all to play, y'all wouldn't be cheering back there for another team. And we looked at him and we couldn't say nothing. We was like, damn, he right. Like, and we just all sat there and was quiet.
Ken Norton had a way of talking to y'all, huh?
Yeah, and I didn't say it exactly where he said it.
Oh.
I like I said, family show PG.
Right.
Okay. PG.
Man, that's something. Well, the Seahawks go out and take care of business. It's a home game at Lumen Field against the Cardinals. It's definitely a game. Do you like anything? One thing about the Arizona Cardinals, I said this at the beginning of the year, and I've been saying it. My producers will tell you this. I have been nervous about them because they have had the most quiet offseason. They have had the only thing you heard of them was what was going on with Marvin Harrison Jr. and his whole contract with Fanatics and all that stuff. What do you like and what do you see about the Arizona Cardinals?
This is what I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna just keep it simple.
Yeah.
The way Seattle ran the ball early in the game with the dot back, do the same thing that you did against San Fran. Do that to Arizona. I guarantee you they will have success. Guaranteed. Run right at them. And see if they can take it.
So you're saying, because just in case the offensive coaches are watching, you're saying to the offensive coaches for the Seahawks, the more you go shotgun, the better you're going to help the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, well, if you look at the San Fran game, the only time where San Fran had pressure on Gino is when they went 5-0 protection. Right? And sometimes they had the back there protecting, but the back that they had back there protecting, I don't really count him in the protection because he didn't really block nobody. So I just, magically erased him. Was like, man, that's 5-0. That ain't 6-0 protect. Because if it was 5-0, then he would have definitely, hit some ribs. I think he actually probably did hit some ribs because that slowed Joey Bosa down.
Nick, you played with Joey. That's Nick.
No, there you go.
You played with Joey.
Yeah, one of them. That slowed him down. One of them. I think he got a rib shot because after he got that rib shot, he was hurting, man.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm saying, man. They have a great offensive line, and they have a great quarterback.
Right.
Use it.
Hey,
use it scheme wise.
I love it. Well, y'all heard that, offensive coaches. Let's get that dot back going. Let's get Gino under center. Let's run right at him. Hey, before we let you go, a couple topics I want to talk about. I just want to tell you that you are the first NFL player, the first defensive lineman, the first Super Bowl champ that I've ever seen do an interview with a laundry basket behind you.
Hey, man.
You was doing laundry, bro?
Hey, man, I got 3 kids, G. Laundry in this house is like this. Laundry will pile up on you quicker than dishes. With 5 people?
Yeah.
If you don't do laundry like one day, like something, laundry get out of control, man.
Man.
Like it separates from you.
So Bane, what's your favorite chores? What's the chores that you like to do? Because I know mama making you do chores. As a matter of fact, she watching this podcast right now. Hey, man, how you doing, girl? Good to see you. What's your favorite chores?
My favorite chore is just take out the trash. Everything else, hey, I take the trash out.
and you take the kids to school and pick them up?
Yeah, I do that.
And you make their lunch?
Here and there. Not consistent.
Oh, mama making more than you?
Yeah, I would say yeah.
Man.
She a better cook than me, which, that's cool.
Speaking of cook, she made some macaroni and cheese recently. We getting ready for Thanksgiving. As y'all know, in the black culture household, macaroni and cheese is a necessity on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I want to ask, how's her macaroni and cheese? Talk to me.
So she got 2 different versions, right?
Okay.
She got one version where she make it and you cut it and it come out like a brick. And then she has another version to where is together on the top, but when you get into it, it's loose. It's
Okay.
real cheesy, right?
Right.
I would prefer, if I had to pick the one out of the two, I'd take the brick.
You take the
I
brick?
had to take the brick. Yeah, I got to take the brick.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
look, make
What
sure.
about you?
Since she listed it, well, you know, I'm a macaroni and cheese connoisseur, and I'll go ahead and give 2 tips. 2 tips for everybody that's watching for your macaroni and cheese. Like, man, I just, you know, I can't get my macaroni and cheese to taste this way. Number 1,
Yeah.
boil your noodles in some chicken stock. Matter of fact, if you can find some spicy chicken stock, boil your noodles in there. Don't boil your noodles in water. Boil them in chicken stock.
Oh. Oh. So I got one question for you right here, right?
Okay, come on.
Dressing or stuffing?
Dressing.
Yeah. Okay.
Dressing.
Yeah, I'm a dressing dude.
Cornbread.
Yeah. See, I had opportunity to eat stuffing one Thanksgiving, and
Yeah.
no offense to people out there, I was very disappointed.
Yeah.
Dressing with some gravy. Oh,
Yeah. If you had stuffing, you probably had green bean casserole that same day, didn't you?
I think so. Probably.
Ain't no telling.
Yeah.
And the second,
yeah.
the second thing that you have to have for your macaroni and cheese,
Yeah.
you better be cooking something. You better be having some heavy whipping cream.
Ooh.
Heavy whipping cream to make your cheese roux and all that.
Ooh.
And all that. You put all your
Cranberry
cheese.
sauce?
No. I'm just saying
cranberry
in your
sauce guy?
macaroni and cheese. But I do like. You like cranberry sauce?
I like it here and there.
It's got to be in the can, out the can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
out the can.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
All right, Bang. Hey, man, you look good, man. You been working out, dog?
Man, shoot, like I said, man, I'm in that sun. I'm just bathing, man. Sunbathing.
Sunbathing. All right, man. Hey, look here, man. We really appreciate it, man. There's a lot of Seahawk fans that come in and tune in and see what you got to say. I'm telling you, this is going to be talked about a lot, considering that you gave the Seahawks offensive line some credit in that last game.
Hey.
Everybody, go ahead.
But peep though,
Yeah.
I never discredited them the whole year.
You sure haven't.
Never. I always said, man, they got the spaces, they got the athletic, they got the movement, they got everything they needed. It was just how they was just running the offense. It was just too finesse. It was too 7-on-7-ish, you know? And you know, football is 7-on-7 is finesse.
Yeah.
And football, you put the pads on, is no holds barred.
Hey, Bang, is this a nice way of you saying it's not always the player, that sometimes it can be coaching?
Hey, man, you said it, I didn't.
Hey, Bang, appreciate you, man. Get that laundry done, bruh.
Yeah, it's process. It's a process.
All right, we'll
Yes,
holler
sir.
soon, brother.
Yes, sir. All right. Good seeing you.
Blood makes you related, but not family. Man, it's the Thanksgiving holidays coming up. Man, there's a lot of people that's stressed. A lot of people that's, getting together with family and or in-laws or friends or whatever the case might be. And sometimes you feel like you have this obligation, right? To facilitate or be a part of just because it's family. You know what I mean? But you know the deal. You can't choose your family, right? You can't choose, well, take that back. You can choose your family. You just can't choose who you're related to. So I'm giving you permission. Hey, have peace this Thanksgiving. Don't feel like you got to go be a part of everything. Be thankful for Thanksgiving, but be at peace for Thanksgiving. Blood makes you related, but don't make you family. You can go choose your family out there for sure. Let's go. Hey, I appreciate you rocking with me. Love you for that. And as always, be kind.